Hi traders, this is Aleks FX and looking to trade the pound US dollar. This is a daily chart we're looking at here, and we've got this key area of support and resistance. Your price has come down, hit this level, and I've had a reaction, and just above that we've got this key resistance area. You see this triple top. Price is rejected, so it's trading between resistance and support at the moment. And if we move to the 4-hour chart, you see the reaction off that area of resistance into support. And then we've rallied up into this level of resistance right over here. So price is currently trading at this resistance level. And if I draw some Fibonacci on this from the high down to the low, so we've got 38 and then the 50% retracement level. That's where price is stalled out. I'll just shift that line away. You can see that 50 level right there. So very nice confluence there on the higher time frames. And if we move to the hourly chart, we've had this nice move up into resistance. So I'm looking for some selling pressure to come off this level. And then if we just have a look at the first sort of problematic area, we've got this area right here, which is a level of support that I want to eye out very closely. Here's the 15-minute chart. You see the reaction off here. We've got this base that's sort of built. That price needs to clear through. So a little bit more on the risky side, but we had a key area of resistance. So I'm looking for some selling to come in here. And I'll just work our way down. So we're just doing a nice top-down analysis. Here's the 5-minute chart, and you see how we sort of into this area. I'll just show you the 1-minute chart. I'll show you what this looks like. So we've got this sort of price breaking down. We've made a lower low in the small drive lower here, and then I'm just having a look at this area right over here. It's a little base. It's sort of a micro dealing level of support and resistance. And what I'm going to do is, if I get a retracement up into this area, I'm going to look to sell right over here. So you can see this area. That's where I'm looking for price to move up. And obviously if it just continues lower, then we miss out on the trade. But I really want to try and get the best price. Alright, so here's the pop-up. And I've just sold short. So we just entered, and I'm just going to drag a stop onto this, and I'm just going to put it around about the highs here. I'm going to put it too far to reach. It's about 6 pips, just under 6 pips or so. I really want to see a reaction sort of off this level that we're dealing from here, and see if we can get some sellers coming in. You can see the price already covered the spread. I'm in a bit of profit. So these areas that I've just marked off below us are just levels of sort of micro support that I want to watch. But this main area right over here is what I'm looking for as a sort of a take profit. That's my main target for now, but we'll wait and see what happens. Just draw a little trend line in here. You'll see our prices sort of hit the level 1, 2, 3 times as a 5-minute chart, and now we're kind of into this area once again. So what I'm looking for is, let me just use the trend line to manage the trade. If the trend line breaks, a lot of people watch that. So I just want to keep a close eye on it and see how price reacts around it. So you can see that area that we've gone short from. It's now broken. You see this little bullish candle. I'll just zoom this up. Just zoomed up there, and you see that bullish candle. We've closed above this area, so now I need to see a candle close back below this base. See, we're in quite a bit of a range at the moment, but here's the 5-minute once again. I need to see some decent selling pressure come in. You can see the order below us. It's just sort of minus 1.5 pips. So we've got this little trend line above, and then this one below us. I see prices just building a little sort of symmetrical triangle formation here up at resistance. That's the key thing here. So don't get stuck on smaller time frames without obviously understanding the larger picture, but very, very important. We should see a bit of a reaction off this area, and then obviously we're looking at this take profit area right here. So 5, not much showing on the 5. Back to the 1 minute, we've had, you see the little bearish candles reverse the lost candle, so that's a sign of some decent flows coming in. And now we're starting to break lower. You see how we're testing the 2 trend lines now at the moment. So what we want to see is a nice candle close below these areas. And remember, the higher the time frame close, the more important. Alright, so price is pushed up now. You see it's spiked up into that top trend line, and that's why I just wanted my stop sort of just above that area. You see this uptrend line or the lower trend line, just holding. So we're still stuck in this sort of triangle formation. So we've had some selling in the last two candles. You see that bearish close now. It's just closed outside that trend line, so I'll just get rid of that trend line for now. There's the 15-minute chart. You see the sort of bearish candle close as well. And now we've got 30 minutes. So we've popped up into resistance, and obviously we're still just targeting this level of support. So back to the 1 minute. And we're starting to see some selling pressure coming here. Now what I would look at is a retest of this trend line. I want to obviously see a close of this candle. Alright, there's your close right there. It's not a very convincing close in terms of a nice bearish looking candle, but nevertheless you see its close has come back and retagged the back end of that trend line. And now I'm looking for some follow through on this trade. Currently 2 pips up. Alright, so we're currently 4 pips up, so we've just hit the first micro level of support. And I just want to watch. I don't want to get the risk out too quickly on this. I'm just watching this closely. We've seen this candle close, and then we've retested that on the 5 minute. So moving down nicely here. So the sellers are coming in after quite a bit of a wait. See that tight range we were trading in. So moving down in here, and what I'm going to look at, I've just taken half of the position off, and I'm going to get the stop to break even now. I'll just lock something in there. So you see we've got half the position still running. We took off half at 5.5 pips. And I just want to show you the news, the calendar here. We've got Governor Carney speaking in a few minutes. So there's no risk on this trade now. And I'm just going to keep it here on the live squawk to see what happens. But we're currently 4 pips up and stops at break even. We've taken off something. Remember, we're just looking for a scalp on this. So if we get some follow through now, that's great. Obviously we've got this little area of resistance, and just flip through. There's the 15 minute. If you can see a close shortly, it's going to be on the hour now. Alright, so we're pulling back here. Currently 2 pips. You see we're giving a few pips up here. So we want to see one of these micro levels hold, like this area right here. And you'll see we've got some sellers coming in. I like that nice bearish looking candle close. And you see the support area now holding. So you just deal from one level to the other. Now we're starting to see some pressure come here. And market's just getting a little bit jittery now with Carney. But nothing overly exciting just yet. So we've got this area, this dealing level right here. You see how it's broken support. I want to see it act as a resistance. And if I start seeing a bit of a reaction off there, I'd like to maybe get some more risk or lock some profit in, should I say. So now we're pushing through this area of support. This is our sort of second micro level onto our target area. And we're just going to watch this closely. I'm going to bring some, or lock some more profit in on this trade. And you see I'm just putting that stop above these little resistance areas. So you see this level where we're in now, into that sort of second dealing level, that micro level we spoke about. Now you see how we bounced off there and retested resistance. So that resistance area is holding, and just going to move this down just above this area. Okay, so currently 11 pips up, and we're moving into our take profit area. This area right over here. Remember, that was from the hourly, that hourly support area that we were watching very closely. So that's kind of the target zone. And we'll just see what happens here. If I start seeing some bids hit the market in terms of just seeing what the candle's doing here, I'll just take this off. But currently 11 pips up. And we've got some areas just below us as well. So when something rocks the market, you just want to be wary of what's coming out. And as I say, I'm listening to a live feed, so I can at least follow this. Alright, so we're just coming in now. I could definitely take profits on this. I'm just going to wait and see if we get another surge. We may get a surge lower. I just want to watch this closely. But here's our target just hit. And I'm just going to move this down a little bit more. You see this area on the left. I want to see that hold if we do get a bit of a move, but I'm probably going to just take this off now. Alright, so see how we formed support here. We've had this candle close, and that's good enough to close this off, I think. Alright, so I've dragged the trade onto the chart there. You see the entry at the top area there, and I've taken half off at the first micro level of support, and then the second area down at our target, and that was for 11.1. So we averaged 8.3 overall. So recapping, we've come into a key resistance area right over there, and we started to see some signs of rejection. Remember, it's nice confluence with that Fibonacci level. That was our support area right over there. So that was the sort of main target for this trade. And let's go to the 5-minute chart. You see our price set in this range for a bit, and then we started to break down. Remember, we got in on that retest, so we didn't just enter blindly. Price actually retraced back into resistance with a stop just sort of around the highs, and then obviously the two take profit areas below. So hope you found that helpful. I'm Aleks FX, and thank you for watching.